I grew up in the church my whole life, and in high school I went to like 4 church youth groups a week. I just went probably for the girls, but I still paid attention. Then I got to college and went on a search to really find out why I believed what I believed, and I decided to read all the way through the entire Bible. I wanted to authoritatively say that I believe everything in this book. There was one thing that I really noticed as I read through the Bible, and that was probably more than anything, God's heart for the poor. There are like somewhere around 2,100 verses that talk about God's heart for justice and Him calling us to fight for and maintain and defend those who are being exploited and treated unjustly.
Out of sight and out of mind are stories of inhuman kind. It's more convenient to ignore what goes on behind closed doors.
Growing up going to all of these church youth groups, I never really heard that much about major injustice around the world and people who were suffering. And just seeing it in the Bible time and time again and how big of a subject it is to God, I thought, why aren't, as Christians, we really focusing on people who are suffering around the world? So all these verses about poverty made me want to see it for myself. In 2009, I got the opportunity to travel to India with my church. We told thousands of people about Jesus and saw miraculous things happen. A man received his sight, a boy received his hearing, and a woman was liberated from demonic possession. Then, a couple months after that, I went straight to Africa. For 3.5 months, I traveled around 6 countries and did research on the causes and solutions to extreme poverty while I lived in it myself. At home, I also decided to fast for 21 days to find out what God wanted me to do with my life. On the last night, I stayed up all night praying, and I believe that God showed me the purpose that He has for me. So I ended up starting Win the Saints, and it really exists to kind of challenge the church to rise to their potential in the fight against global injustice. And we find our mission statement in Psalms 82, verses 3 and 4, where it just talks about how we as Christians are called to defend and rescue and maintain the rights of the weak, poor, and oppressed. Our focus is really on girls who are victims of sexual exploitation and trafficking, and they're being forced into prostitution.
You're the God of justice. You're the Lord of mercy. And as I walk humbly before you, break my heart as yours is, Lord.
So we're starting in Malawi, a safe home for girls who are victims of that injustice. And we want to get them off the streets, get them into a safe environment where they can get vocational training and an education and just be safe. Because every 2 minutes, a child is trafficked for the purpose of sexual exploitation. To me, it's the greatest form of injustice that there is in the world, where grown men, the strongest in society, are exploiting the weakest and most vulnerable, young girls, and they're taking advantage of them. It's estimated that 1% of victims of human trafficking are rescued, and that means that a whole lot of them are not rescued. And as Christians, let's rally together and really make that number higher. The power and the potential that the church has to really help those who are suffering is just immense, and it's immeasurable. So check out our website, it's winthesaints.com, and if you have any questions or want to get involved, just send us an email.